Здравствуйте and hello. So I'm here, stood in the middle of Soviet-built apartment blocks. The reason why I'm showing you this is because this is where it all began for me. This is where I first stayed when we first came to Russia. We stayed with my wife's family in the apartment block just behind me there. So I thought it would be interesting to share a little bit of the surroundings today, what I think of what it was like living here, and just, yeah, to show you and share you my thoughts and what you think of the architecture and what I think of the architecture that's around me here. So let's have a walk, enjoy, and see what you think. This is a kindergarten. It's a very nice kindergarten. It's Soviet built, but it's actually where my son attends on a daily basis. It's actually where my wife also went as a child as well, so it's kind of special to us. So that's both my youngest son and my wife that went to the same kindergarten. It's covered in snow. It's got beautiful grounds, has lots of outdoor activities in there as well that children can play on. But yes, it's a very good kindergarten, and we're very happy for him being in there. But it's a bit of a story because my wife also went there as well, so that's quite a unique thing. Just whilst walking up here, I just wanted to say, when I first got here, I couldn't get used to seeing these pipes, the pipes that run pretty much everywhere around these Soviet-built apartment blocks. The reason the pipes are there is they are for the hot water supply for all of the apartments. So there's a central pumping station just a bit further down there, which supplies hot water for showers and just your general usage of hot water and heating. All the radiators in the apartments are heated, and your hot water supply. And it's all comes from one central location, or central kind of pumping station that feeds all of these flats. So it was a little bit strange seeing these kind of pipes everywhere at first, but it's there for a reason. They're above ground, so obviously they don't freeze when it's -20, -30. As we walk a little bit further, we've got the playground. This is really special to us as well, because this is where they made quite a lot of friends initially when we first got here. We arrived obviously before the snow and things like that, so you could play out here quite a bit. And in the summer, it's really nice to play. But yeah, it's special to us because the children made lots of friends here. They've still got friends now, friends from kindergarten. But yeah, it's kind of really introduced us to Russia and the people and how we were welcomed by people. So it's yeah, it's a very special spot for us, really. Um, Something interesting there. The kind of blue tower thing is for getting fresh water, fresh drinking water. It You just bring your bottles and you fill up, which is kind of cool, I think, as well. It's very handy, and obviously it's filtered fresh water. So yeah, it's something that I was surprised to see when I first got here. In the background there, we've got another kind of kids' playground, play area, mainly for football and basketball, things like that. Obviously covered in snow at the moment. But I think one of the reasons why I'm showing you this as well is, I'll be honest, when I first got here, seeing this kind of architecture, seeing the grey buildings, the grey concrete, it's a little bit scary at first, but it's a community here within itself. It's a special community. There's all sorts of people living in these apartment blocks, from engineers to doctors to professionals in all sorts of different kind of jobs and things like that. There's families living here. There's retired people living here. The apartments you see there were actually built by my wife's dad in the Soviet times. That's kind of what was happening back then. So yeah, it's really special to me. We were welcomed. It was the first place we were welcomed. It just yeah, it's like I said, a community within within the city. It's kind of like its own city within a city. It's strange to see, but it's absolutely fascinating at the same time. And here was the pumping station for the hot water I was talking about. So this building here supplies all the hot water to all these pipes that you see going around. I'll just see if I can walk past the windows and just show you kind of what's going on in there. Sometimes a little bit open. But yeah, as you can see down there, this is where all hot water is pumped from. It's quite warm in there, as you can see. Yeah, it's something very, very interesting to me. I've never seen, obviously, a heating system for all these apartment blocks around us. So all those pipes, they go in all directions and supply all the hot water and heating to all the apartment blocks. Absolutely fascinating. So this is the other end of the kindergarten and the apartment block that we stayed in. There is another school also there. It's for older children. It's quite a big, I think, what would you call it? In the UK, like a primary school. Further down in that direction, if you walk for about 10 minutes, is a hospital as well. That's actually further down was where our new baby was actually born. So as you can see, what I'm trying to show you, there's everything kind of within walking distance within these apartment blocks. In the background there, you've got with the blue roof, you've got the just a local shop, convenience shop. As I walk further up here now, I'll walk you right round to show you kind of more of the shops and kind of, yeah, just the scenery and architecture of a Soviet built apartment here in Orenburg. It's quite busy with cars. Little cats there. There's lots of cats everywhere. That's what I find in Russia. So lovely though. But yeah, see, these are hot water pipes. That's the local shop, convenience shop. Just duck under these pipes here. As you can see, then the pink building is what I call a little shopping centre. It has a Magnet in the front of it, which I'll show you now. Magnet is a little supermarket. But the great thing, and why I find all these apartment block developments so convenient, is there are so many little kind of kiosk shops where it's, as you can see as I'm walking now, yes, that's an ice cream stall. And just as we come up to them, I'll explain a few more of the shops that are here as well. Yeah, it's still a little bit slippy. Still, it's about -8 at the moment. A little bit cold, but not too bad today. Beautiful blue skies. So yeah, this is the start of what I call the little kiosk shops. It's got like a bread shop there, really tasty bread. Can't beat the bread in Orenburg. And you've got like a milk shop and sells all sorts of things in there as well. So come up further. More shops, that's meat, vegetable shop, another kind of milk shop, dairy, sells like bread and cakes in that one. And something that I really find fascinating is Russia, everywhere you go, seems to have fresh flower shops. So bouquets of flowers, all these green shops, each store is selling fresh cut flowers. Must be what, 10, 15 of them? And in the background there, you've got one of the main roads, Gagarina. And there's kind of an underpassage that goes down under the road there, so you can cross, which is quite cool. But yeah, this is it's called Crystal, kind of small shopping centre. It's got shops upstairs above that sell clothes, baby clothes, little DIY things. But then there's also a Magnet in there as well. Magnet is a small supermarket. And then we've just come back round from the shops to the other side where we started, back to the park. So yeah, we've just come back round from where we started. Let me know what you thought of seeing kind of where we started our journey of living in Russia. We were actually very happy here. We felt very safe. We felt very welcomed. Yes, we were living with family. How many was there? There was six of us in 3-bedroom apartment for about 3 months until we moved into our own apartment. But it was great fun. It was the start of winter. It was exciting for us. Everybody here, yes, they were kind of interested to see an English family here, but like I said, we were very welcomed. Most importantly, the kids are enjoying it. The youngest son started in the kindergarten, like I said, behind us. It was all very, very good. But yeah, I just really wanted to share that with you. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments.